Hi, I'm Lindsay Alexander, and this is mybanktracker.com. Many people out there today don't know it, but as many as 10 million Americans become a victim to identity theft every year. That's because of all the personal data generated and distributed by students, which makes them more vulnerable to identity theft than most. And with their identification and transcript tied to their social security number, as well as having student loans tied up with all of this as well, they become a huge target for hackers to access their identification more than any other demographic. And when you add all of that to the credit card application, online purchases, and stored information on cell phones and computers, identity theft seems like there's no way to avoid becoming a victim. With that said, you have to be so cautious when handling important and personal information. Avoid providing your social security and credit card number online unless you're sure the site is safe. Keep in mind that almost no one actually needs your social unless you're applying for a new card or verifying certain information. And being that many sites handle financial information, your computer may contain that access. Keep it in a safe place and make sure your password is protected. If your computer happens to get stolen and you're worried your accounts are easy to get to, call the issuer or cancel your cards altogether. And remember that computers are subject to malicious spyware, so always update your security software. Online services that seem legit still allow hackers to get into your personal information, and credit card theft is even more threatening. Credit card fraud can result in loss of money and credibility. This can take years to recover and restore, which is why it's important to protect yourself from credit card theft and know how thieves can get access to your credit card information. There are also scammers out there who pretend to be financial institutions or companies and will send out spam messages to you such as your bank account will be closed or you've won a cash prize to lure you into giving them information. Make sure you use good judgment and avoid clicking on pop-ups or answering spam. Never reply to emails asking you to give over information, even if they appear to be from a financial institution. Banks and credit card companies never ask you to give your information through email. And if you get a suspicious email, call your bank or visit their website. Just don't respond to that email directly. And another important thing to keep in mind is protecting your card from hackers. When you use an ATM, look for any awkward contraption placed over the card reader and keypad. Those may record your access information. Try to use an ATM at a bank in a well-lit area. It's less likely to be a target. And you should always check your credit card statements very thoroughly. This will help you find out if there's been any suspicious activity. If your card disappears, call the issuer right away and cancel it. Laws to protect consumers state that once you report the loss of theft of a card, you're no longer responsible for unauthorized charges. There are also types of thieves that will go through trash looking for bills or other pieces of paper with your name on it. It's best to shred or rip up papers that contain your personal information. And when it comes to your personal information, it's better to be safe than sorry. And if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. I'm Lindsay Alexander with mybanktracker.com, and together we're going to build your finances and rebuild the world.